welcome if you're here for the first time. I am Jill Baird, and today I have a strength circuit workout for us. The workout is completed in under 20 minutes. There are 3 circuits. There's an upper body circuit, a lower body circuit, and a core circuit. The entire workout is done standing, and you will need 1 set of dumbbells. We will not use dumbbells in the upper body circuit. It's going to be a little bit of a mobility type warm-up circuit, and then we'll jump right in with the dumbbells for our lower body and our standing core. Make sure that you have enough space around you to move, and then probably you're going to want a chair or a table or something that you can set the dumbbells down on, that you can pick them up easily in case getting up and down isn't something that's easy for you. All right, I am going to get our timer going. We're going to have 3 seconds, and our first exercise for the upper body warm-up circuit is going to be speed bags. So we're going to do 4 speed bags forward and 4 speed bags back. So you're going to bring your hands into a little fist, 4 up and 4 back. You keep going. I am going to fix the volume on our timer. So 4 up, 4 back. 4 up, 4 down. Make sure that your core is engaged. So what that means is that your belly button is pulled back and in, as if someone was going to come up to you and give you a little pat on your stomach. You wouldn't feel it because your core would be braced. Your buns should be squeezed. Okay, our next move is going to be a hinge at the hips. And then we're going to bring our hands down to our knees with our thumbs facing out. And we're going to bring the arms up into a Y. Then we're going to rotate the thumbs to face in, bend the elbows, hug them into the side body into a W. Come back out into that Y. Bring the pinkies back to the knees. Make sure that you're squeezing your buns. And again, bracing your core. So this is some great shoulder mobility and upper back strengthening. Make sure that you're looking out at a diagonal, okay? And then our final upper body move in this circuit is punches. So you're gonna punch at about nose level, and we're just gonna alternate sides. So your thumb is gonna come down, and you can stand still and rotate side to side, or you can lift your heels. So if you were looking in a mirror, you would want to be punching at nose level. If you want to make this more difficult, you could add a set of light dumbbells. Okay, now we're going to go back to our speed bags, and since we know what we're doing, let's go a little bit faster this round. So remember, it's 4 forward and up, and 4 back and down. You might get your heart rate raised a little bit here. That's good. That's what we want to do in any warm-up situation. Elevate the heart rate, which gets the blood flowing, oxygenates the muscles, right? Gets everything ready for that harder work that we're going to do later on. Check in with your core. Is it braced? Are your buns squeezed? Tailbone slightly tucked under. Okay, back to the hinge. So bring your fingertips to your hip creases. Butt goes back and slightly up. Chest comes forward. So remember, we're going to start coming into that Y with the thumbs facing up. Rotate the thumbs inward. Pull the elbows back towards the back pockets. Not that you have back pockets in your workout pants, but if you did, that's where the elbows would be pulling. And then make sure that your gaze is out at a diagonal and that you're not looking back or cranking your neck. And the entire time our shoulders are pulling back away from our ears. Okay, back into those punches. If you want to add a little bit of lower body, you can pivot. But remember, we're aiming for nose level. Definitely going to get the heart rate up here. Warming up not only the upper body, but the core and the lower body. And then pull those elbows back by your side. Okay, for the speed bags, if you want to go one leg, a single leg march when you're going forward, and the opposite leg march as you go back, you can do that. It's kind of throwing off my count a little bit. Confusing myself a little bit here. But you don't have to bring the legs in. You can just continue with the speed bags. Okay, back to our hinged YW. So hinge, squeeze the buns, pull the shoulders back, look forward. Thumbs up into the Y, thumbs rotate in, pull the elbows back. Exhale to lift, inhale to hold, exhale to squeeze. So shoulder stability here, upper back strength. Those muscles in the upper back should be working. Okay, back to our punches. And if you want to pivot side to side and add a little extra lower body, feel free to pivot, get ready. So definitely getting the heart rate elevated here. So we'll use this first circuit, not only for our work, but as our warm-up circuit. And then for our next circuit, for our lower body circuit, we are going to pick up those dumbbells. So of course our upper body's going to be working, holding the dumbbells. Our core is going to be working, supporting us. So we're going to have about 40 seconds here. If you need longer, pause the video, grab a sip of water, but don't drink too much because you don't want the water sloshing around in your stomach. And I'm going to show the 3 moves. The first is a squat, optional calf raise. And then the second move is going to be alternating step back lunges. And then our third move is going to be lateral lunges. Okay, we're on in 5 seconds with those squats. So bring your feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. The dumbbells are going to go like you're holding your suitcase, a suitcase squat. Squeeze your buns, press through your heels to come up. Inhale as you lower, exhale to lift. So one dog here on the mat with me and the other one is back behind the camera walking around. You can probably hear her. Okay, alternating step back lunges. Feet are hip width distance apart. So think railroad tracks, not a tightrope, right? If you stepped that foot back and it was right in line with the front heel, it would make it really difficult to be able to balance. And then you want to think shoulders over hips, and then the knee on the front leg stays over the ankle so that we don't compromise the knee, and then press through the heel to come up to stand. So standing in the middle of the mat, I'm going to take a step out to the right side. The dumbbells frame the leg, press through the heel, come back up to stand. So it's a mix between a squat and that hinge move that we did at the beginning of the workout with the Y and the W. So if you feel like you need more time after this exercise to put the dumbbells down and give your arms a break, then you can pause, put the dumbbells down and give your arms a break. Otherwise, loop the shoulders down and back into their sockets, getting ready for those squats. Squat, squeeze to come up, and then come up onto your tippy toes if you're doing the calf raise. Make sure that those shoulders stay back. pull them back to open your chest, because holding the dumbbells can kind of make those shoulders want to hunch forward, but we do not want to do that. We do enough hunching forward all day, okay? Back to those alternating reverse lunges. So if you're stepping back, you want to think that that knee is just hovering right above the mat, and then you're pressing into the front heel, squeezing the front glute to come up to stand. Again, pull the shoulders back, open up the chest, keep the chest proud. It's not collapsing down towards the mat. Okay? Alternating lateral lunges. I'll step out to the left to start this time. Squeeze and press to come up. And then press that knee out so that it doesn't collapse in. All right, last time through this circuit, we are flying through. Make sure that you look forward and not down. I know I get a lot of comments about Fiona in my videos. She's an old girl. She takes her rest seriously these days. Hopefully you take your rest seriously on your days off too. She was my running partner for a lot of years. We put in a lot of miles on the trails together. But these days, her role is supervisor. She likes to supervise everything, and she likes her pack to be all together. She's a little concerned right now because boys went to the gym. All right, lateral lunges. It's been a little difficult finding time to film this summer with everybody home. Well, 2 of the 3 kids are home, and I don't know, there's just is always something going on, which is good. I enjoy it. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our core circuit. It's standing core. And in our first move, we're going to use both dumbbells, and it's going to be side bends. I've heard them called teapots before, also love handles. I like that name. And then we'll put one dumbbell down, and we're going to do a front raise with a bus driver, and we'll switch the direction each time we lift. And then we're going to do a hip to hip halo. So go ahead and make sure you have both dumbbells in your hands. Feet are a little wider than hip width distance apart. Shoulders down and back. Buns squeezed. And use the opposite oblique to lift you. And I know these don't seem like much, but tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, what did I do? Oh yeah, it's my obliques. And if you really want to step it up a notch, you can kneel when you do this. If kneeling is something that is easy for you to do, you can come down on your knees. Okay, carefully set one dumbbell down. We're going to come into those front raises with the bus driver. So knees in that athletic stance, core is turned on, And yes, we are working our upper body a little bit here, but core stability is the key to this exercise. Inhale to lower with control, and exhale as you lift and twist. Okay, so for the halo, knees in that same position. I'm going to start with the dumbbell at my right hip. I'm going to bring it up over my left shoulder. Join me back to my left hip. It's going to come over my right shoulder, and then back to my right hip, over the left shoulder, and to the left hip. So again, upper body here, but core focus. And then after this move, we'll carefully bend down, pick up that other dumbbell, all right, so bend, squat down, squeeze your buns to come up, pick it up. And if you want, you can step your feet a little wider this time. And then trace. I like to trace the back of my leg, but you can also trace the outside of your leg. Personal preference. And come up slowly. Use those opposite obliques to pull you up. Okay, squat down, set one dumbbell down. Time for those bus drivers. If you're feeling extra spicy, you can come into a plie squat with this. Definitely works the lower body more. And then remember to alternate sides for the bus driver. And the lowering portion is as important as the lift, because if you just let that dumbbell fly back down, you're not engaging your core. Also make sure that those glutes are squeezed. No one's going to come up behind you and give you a little goose. All right, halos. I'll start at my left hip this time. Little bend in the knees, squeeze in the buns, and then the dumbbell goes behind the head and back to the opposite hip. Elbows bent as the dumbbell comes back behind your head. Okay, third round, carefully bend down, pick up that dumbbell. We're going to commit back into those side bends or love handles. I saw that on Usra's channel, Derek Towers. He called them love handles. I like that name for them. Although, you shouldn't be worried about erasing the love handles. The reason for the movement should be to strengthen the body and keep it moving for a long time. Or it's a teapot. I'm a little teapot, right? You lean to pour and come back up. All right, carefully squat down. Put the dumbbell down. Moving on to our last two moves of the workout. Getting in and out in under 20 minutes. Total body strength. If you have a little extra time, take a walk, go for a jog, something else to add in, or do a stretch or a yoga class even. Or if 20 minutes was it for you today, then this was a very thorough 20 minutes. And if you lifted heavy, then it was very, very thorough. All right, halo. for joining me. Till the next time we see each other, be good to yourself, be good to everyone around you, look for the good in the world, and if you can't find it, make it. All right, guys, take good care, and I will see you back here soon.